Now, you may have heard the story of this Michigan teenager. This is Whitney Kropp. She was elected to her school's homecoming court as a joke. Whitney says at first when she heard about the joke, she felt like ending it all, taking her own life. But then she changed her entire outlook, saying she's going to prove herself. At her sister's urging, Whitney kept her title on the court. Since then, Whitney's been swamped with support. Her homecoming dress was donated, the local hair salon gave her a new do, and she now has a Facebook page with over, get this, 100,000 fans, turning a bad situation into an absolute inspiration.
It seems like we are hearing more and more about bullying every day. Whitney's story has a happy ending. Unfortunately for others, that's not necessarily the case. There are sad stories like that of Megan Myers. In 2006, the 13-year-old committed suicide in Missouri after being bullied online. Megan's dad says ultimately it was Megan's choice to do what she did, but he said it was like someone handed her a loaded gun.
Or the story of Ryan Halligan, also 13 years old. This Vermont teen committed suicide after being bullied by his classmates at school and online. Ryan's parents say, if only they knew, if only he told us.
And of course, we've got many of our own sad stories here on Delmarva. There's so many sad stories. There's so many young lives that are just gone too soon.
Yeah, and in honor of Bullying Prevention Month, here's what you need to do now to keep your kids safe.
15 shouldn't be so hard.
In Phoebe's song, singer Kylie Morgan pays tribute to Phoebe Prince, a 15-year-old who killed herself after being bullied.
Her story just kind of really got to me.
Here are a few things you can do to keep your kids safe. First, create a buddy system. Pair your child up with an older friend or a group. A study in the UK found students who had close peer support systems were more likely to report bullying incidents. Next, empower your kids. Children are often too embarrassed or afraid to tell adults about bullying. Practice what he or she can say if they're bullied or how to report a situation to an adult. Finally, watch out for cyberbullies. Save all evidence of cyberbullying. Don't delete it without keeping a copy for yourself. Don't respond to rude messages, and don't share personal pictures or information online or through texts. All important information to soak in because the statistics are downright scary. Studies show 160,000 kids miss school every day due to fear of bullying.
By the age of 23, children who were bullied in middle school were more depressed, had lower self-esteem than their peers who were not bullied. And of those young bullies, 1 in 4 will go to jail by the age of 30. Well, we've been telling you that Elise Milan, Miss Delaware Collegiate 2013, is going to join us today. Unfortunately, there was a family emergency which prevented her from joining us today. Her platform is actually anti-bullying, which was why it was so important to talk to her today. So we're hoping everything goes well with the family. We wish her and her family the best. If you'd like to learn more about the Hope Foundation, you can go to delmarvalife.com.
We actually, it seems we're finding out that communication is key on this.
Yeah.
When it comes to bullying, you need to talk to your children. I know I have, you have.
Yes. Now, you may be wondering how to address it. Well, we took that topic to Facebook, and here's what we came up with. Stephanie let us know that one of the important things is to be 100% honest with them. Tell them that if they see someone hurting another person's feelings, that they try to make that person being bullied feel better. My oldest is in school. She's having to deal with more of that this year, so it's all new to her. I make sure to tell them that they never make fun of someone.
And Catherine says, I try to tell my 7-year-old twins to make sure if someone is bullying them, to make sure they tell someone at school so they know it's happening. Lake Forest South Elementary School just had an assembly with a Harrington police officer there talking about bullying. It was awesome.
Casey said, I like to use things they know to explain what bullying is. I use cartoons and movies to show them what it is and why it's bad.
And finally, we have one from Kathy who says, my personal opinion only, I've taught my son from a very early age that everyone has a heart, a soul, and feelings and should be treated the same no matter what. If you would not like it done to you, don't do it to someone else. If you would not like it said to you, don't say it to someone else. Good advice.
Bullying has always been around. It's just, it is so much more prevalent now because there are so many avenues to get to somebody else online and offline.
Yeah. And not only is October Bully Prevention Month, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
We've got a local survivor who is going to tell us why it's so important to get involved. You know, raising awareness can be as easy as taking a walk around the park.
And later, from taking a walk to taking a ride to show support for another great cause, Special Olympics of Delaware, how you can get involved in this unique event to help change a life. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.